Passengers bus is coming.
Let's start setting up.
Okay.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done. Are you good to start boarding?
Yeah, so you could start boarding.
Thanks.
Passengers boarding starting.
Hello. Good evening. Welcome on board. Hello. Hello. Good evening. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Good evening. Good evening. May I see your boarding pass? Welcome on board. Boarding pass, please.
Hi, here's a fuel slip.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Boarding pass,
Have a
please.
nice flight.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hello. Welcome on board.
Asky Airline 18, on our way to Felix Hufu at Boigny Airport.
Welcome on board.
Asky Airline 18, Lome Tower, expect runway 22, Qatar 2 Sierra departure, with the Qatar transition, initial climb to flight level 060.
This way.
Squawk 6104.
Qatar 2 Sierra departure
Hello.
with the Qatar transition. Squawk 6104. Asky Airline 18.
Good evening.
Asky Airline 18, read back correct.
Hello.
Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Roger that. Asky Airline 18.
Passengers bus is coming. Passengers boarding starting.
Good evening. This way. Welcome on board. Boarding pass, please. May I see your boarding pass? Good evening. Good evening.
Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist.
Oxygen,
Tested 100%.
tested 100%.
Navigation transfer and display switches.
Normal, auto. Windows heat, on. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 308. Altimeter 1007.
Heading 308.
Altimeter 1007.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cutoff.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the stand. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It will be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Standard reject actions to V1 as briefed. From V1, or if the calls continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedures. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Laissez aux portes. Armement des toboggans. Vérification de la porte opposée. Madame, monsieur, bonsoir. Tout l'équipage est heureux d'être votre compagnie et s'assurera de votre sécurité ainsi que de votre bien-être durant ce voyage. Certains d'entre nous parlent espagnol, italien et japonais. Notre départ est proche. Merci de vous asseoir, attacher et ajuster votre ceinture de sécurité. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The cabin crew is pleased to be joining on this flight. They are here to ensure both your
Four-star
safety and
checklist.
well-being
Stand by.
during the journey. Most cabin crew speak Spanish, Italian and Japanese. We will shortly be departing. Please take your seat fastened and just seatbelt.
The 4-star checklist.
A 4-star checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked.
MCP,
V2 100. Heading 308. Altitude 6,000.
takeoff speeds.
V1 133. VR 135. V2 145.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Asky Airline 18, ramp 8, request pushback and engine start.
Asky Airline 18, Lome Tower, pushback and engine start approved. Phase southeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast, Asky Airline 18.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
Check.
checks completed. Bypass pas inserted. Looking clear.
Ladies and gentlemen, whilst we make our final preparations for departure, I would like to introduce you to our safety procedures. Please make sure that your hand luggage doesn't block the aisles or exits by using the overhead lockers or the area under the seat in front of you. Place items as far forward as possible underneath the seat in front of you. You can make the most of the available space by putting the bags in the lockers sideways.
All engines clear.
Please be careful not to put anything heavy in the overhead lockers, as these items could fall out when they are reopened. This is for your safety and the safety of those around you. Portable electronic equipment such as
Start
games,
engine 2.
computing and word
Start
processing
engine 2.
equipment may interfere with the aircraft systems and must be switched off during takeoff and landing. Portable telephones must be switched off for the duration of the flight. Please fasten your seatbelts ready for departure and make yourself comfortable.
Madame, Monsieur, les démonstrations de sécurité vont commencer. Veuillez retirer vos écouteurs. Merci de respecter l'ensemble des consignes écrites et lumineuses ainsi que les instructions de l'équipage. Réglez vos appareils électroniques en mode avion ou éteignez-les. Seul le Bluetooth peut être activé. Durant le roulage, le décollage et l'atterrissage, vos bagages à main doivent être rangés dans les coffres. En cas de perte d'un appareil électronique, ne manipulez pas votre siège et prenez l'équipage. Veuillez redresser le dossier de votre fauteuil, ranger votre tablette, le porte-gobelet et votre repose-pied. Débranchez tout câble de la prise PC ou USB de votre siège et ouvrez tous les cache-hublots. Les membres d'équipage portant un insigne rouge sont chargés d'assurer votre sécurité. Ladies and gentlemen, the safety demonstration are about to start. Please remove your headset. Please follow all of the written instructions,
Oil pressure.
and illuminated sign, as well as an instruction from the crew. Please set your electronic devices to flight mode or switch them off. Only Bluetooth can be turned off. During taxiing, takeoff and landing, your hand baggage must be stored in the overhead compartment. If an electronic device is lost, please do not move your seat and inform the cabin crew. Please put your seat back fully upright, stow away your table, the cup holder and your footrest. Please disconnect as well any wire from the NC PC or USB socket and open all window blinds. Members of the cabin crew wearing a red badge are responsible for ensuring your safety.
Madame, Monsieur, nous vous rappelons que ce vol est non fumeur et vous informons que l'utilisation d'appareils électroniques est interdite durant le décollage et l'atterrissage.
Number 1 stable.
Gentlemen, we remind you that it's a non-smoking flight. We inform that the use of electronic devices is not allowed during takeoff and landing. Les démonstrations de sécurité vont vous être présentées. Accordez donc quelques moments d'attention. Si possible. Oh, please have attention for a few moments. Les issues de secours signalées par un panneau exit sont situées de chaque côté de la cabine. 2 à l'avant, 2 au centre, 2 à l'arrière. Un marquage lumineux au sol vous indiquera le cheminement vers ces issues. En cas d'évacuation, vous devrez abandonner tous vos bagages dans l'avion. Emergency exits on either side of the cabin are clearly marked by an exit sign. They are located 2 in front, 2 in the center, 2 at the rear. For lighting, we get you to these exits. In case of an emergency, you will have to leave your luggage in a plane. Les ceintures s'attachent et se détachent de cette façon. Your seatbelt is fastened and release are shown. En cas de dépressurisation de la cabine, les masques à oxygène tomberont automatiquement devant vous. Tirez sur un masque pour libérer l'oxygène. Placez le masque sur le visage et respirez
Flight controls
normalement.
check complete.
If there is a drop in cabin pressure, your oxygen mask will automatically drop down in front of you. Pull the mask to release the oxygen.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Pro heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Check auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle D10.
Flight controls.
En cas de nécessité, prenez le gilet de sauvetage sur votre siège. Passez la tête dans l'encolure.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Attachez et serrez les sangles.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
And place it over your head. Clip the straps together and pull tightly around your waist. Gonflez
Clear
votre
left.
gilet à
Clear
l'extérieur
right.
de l'avion en tirant sur les poignées rouges. Inflate your life jacket by pulling down
Asky
the right
Airline
cover.
18, ready to taxi to the
Outside
active.
the aircraft.
Asky Airline 18, runway 22, taxi at pilot's discretion.
Runway 22, taxi my discretion. Asky Airline 18.
En vue de notre décollage, veuillez redresser le dossier de votre fauteuil et ranger votre tablette. Merci de votre attention. In preparation for takeoff, please fold away your table and ensure your seatbelt is in the right position. Thank you for attention.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Tower, good morning. 5 Romeo, Mike Kilo Delta.
5 Romeo, Mike Kilo Delta Tower, morning, go ahead.
3 on board, 3 hours, 3 5-minute fuel. We are ready for taxi level 1102 Saratanana, Victor Mike Charlie to the north after departure.
5 Kilo Delta Tower, taxi to William Point 64 Romeo 11, wind calm, QNH 1015, time check 0459 and scock 5236, report to the import.
Confirm 5236 on the squawk for Kilo Delta.
Préparez-vous pour le décollage. Décollage dans 2 minutes. Merci.
Romeo, we are ready for departure 11.
5 Mike Romeo, Tower, Romeo 11.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Romeo Hotel Mike Romeo Tower, copy clearance, Ifly to Tolania level 400, flight plunge after bound runway 11, comply with Victor Sierra Papa for record departure.
Today for Ifly to Tolania level 400, flight plunge goes after runway 11, Sierra Papa for record departure, and we request to enter departure for 1.
5 Mike Romeo Tower, intern backtrack runway 11, line up report to ready for departure and repark correct.
Asky Airline 18, holding short, runway 22.
Asky Airline 18, Lome Tower, wind 215 at 16, runway 22, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 22, cleared for takeoff, Asky Airline 18.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
we are ready for depart. We request
Takeoff.
Charlie Bravo left, descend to the work, please.
20 Tower, runway 11, clear for takeoff, wind calm.
Thank you, I request Victor Mike Charlie Bravo left is available, please.
Thrust set. Airspeed low. 80 knots.
Checked.
V1, rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
What's your default structure?
400 feet.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
Engage LNAV.
LNAV.
Asky Airline 18, contact Accra radar 123.1.
Center on 123.1, Asky Airline 18. Accra
Flaps
radar,
1.
Asky
Speed
Airline
check.
18,
Command A.
1,900 feet.
Pilot on.
Asky Airline 18, Accra radar, good afternoon, identified. Climb to flight level 160.
Climb to flight level 160, Asky Airline 18.
Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up, set.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds, on. Packs, auto. Landing gear, up and off. Flaps, up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Transition set standard.
Standard set. Flight level 100. Happy to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome aboard our flight. My name is Kirsty. I'm your cabin services director for today. I hope that you're comfortable and enjoying your flight so far. I'd like to extend a personal welcome to our frequent flyer club members. It's nice to see some familiar faces on board. Our frequent flyer program is designed to recognize and reward regular travelers by providing additional services and benefits, including lounges, priority check-in, and free flights. Please speak to a member of staff of the cabin crew or visit our website for more information about our frequent flyer club. The cabin crew will shortly be passing through the cabin to commence our in-flight service. We offer a full bar service with a selection of hot and cold drinks, beers, wines and spirits, and a selection of snacks. Our meal service will start once we've reached our cruising altitude. Just a reminder to keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated. Our flight entertainment will commence with the news on Channel 11 and a preview show on Channel 1. We will also be playing
Climb
a
to
short
flight
video
level
which we
320,
recommend watching
Asky
to
Airline
further
18.
aid your well-being in the air. The majority of films we show on board are the same as you would see in the cinema. Please refer to the entertainment schedule in your copy of the onboard magazine to determine the suitability of the program for you and your children. Some channels in your in-flight entertainment system can be locked on request by the cabin crew should you not wish your children to see specific programs. Before the news and preview show, we'll be playing a short video for the benefit of our business class customers to help you gain the maximum comfort from your seat. If after watching this video there is any aspect of the operation of your seats that you require further assistance with, one of us will be more than happy to help. Those passengers in first, business class and premium economy wishing to use laptops may also wish to use the PC power system available on board this aircraft. Please disconnect if you want to sleep, and please don't use the in-seat power to recharge your laptop. Later in the flight, we'll be passing through the cabin with our Shopping the World range of tax and duty-free goods. For full details, please refer to the latest edition of our Shopping the World brochure, which you'll find in the seat back pocket in front of you. If there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask myself or any of the cabin crew. Thank you.
Victor Mike clear to touch 11, wind 180 degrees 10 knots, left turn. Approach Salut 310, squawking 5226, good morning.
Salut 31, good morning, 19 time flight level 17.
Club level 170, report reaching Salut 310.
Looking at 325, select for ILS below approach runway 01, report established.
What report established on the ILS from runway 01, looking at 355, typical.
And Beeline 23 Delta request descent. Beeline 23 Delta, descend level 50.
Descent level 50, Beeline 23 Delta.
Car control, Shenzhen 110, ready for descent. 110 descent, 3000 feet on 1011. 3000 feet on Greenwich 1011, Shenzhen 110, thank you.
On the localizer for the ADDONS 101, Burkina 555.
555, radar service terminated, contact Abidjan Tower 88, safe landing.
118.8, Burkina 525.
Dakar Control Shenzhen 110, are we clear for the approach now? Shenzhen 110, aye sir, report to Abidjan Island. Clear for approach LA0 and call you back established, Shenzhen 110. Resume our navigation to Potax. Proceed to Potax at 13. Proceed to Gulaf. Proceed to Gulaf to the 13, merci. Passing Depal established, Shenzhen 110. Shenzhen 110, radar service terminated, contact Jastar 118.85. 118, Shenzhen 110, good evening. For Delta, the fraud is at 3,000 feet on QNH 1011. The 3,000 feet, finish 10110.
Mauritius 18, level is 180, approaching Sobat, and we are ready for descent and request a visual if possible for you. Approaching Sobat in 2 minutes. So Sobat on Romeo and only one for Mauritius 18, and we are cleared on level 150.
November Whiskey, clear to land runway 11, 120 degrees, 14 knots.
Clear to land November.
Clear to land Senegal 104. Senegal 418, establish localizer runway 01. Senegal 418, Jazama.
To level.
Clear to land runway 01, Senegal 418.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll soon be passing through the cabin with your meal. On the menu today we have a variety of dishes. full details of which can be found in our onboard magazine inside the seat back pocket in front of you. During the meal service, we ask that you return your seat to the upright position as a courtesy to your fellow travellers. Thank you.
Madame, monsieur, vous pourrez vous déplacer de l'extinction de la consigne attachée à votre ceinture. Pendant la croisière, nous vous conseillons de garder votre ceinture attachée et visible afin de faciliter nos vérifications en cas de turbulence. Soyez attentifs à la chute d'objets lors de l'ouverture des coffres à bagages. Fumer dans les toilettes ou porter atteinte au fonctionnement des détecteurs de fumée est passible de poursuite. L'utilisation de la cigarette électronique et la charge de sa batterie sont interdites. Vous pouvez désormais utiliser la prise PC ou USB de votre siège pour recharger votre appareil électronique. Afin d'éviter le risque d'écrasement de vos appareils électroniques, type smartphone ou tablette, dans votre siège, nous vous recommandons de les ranger. Si votre appareil venait à glisser sous un siège ou si vous ne parveniez pas à le localiser, alertez immédiatement l'équipage sans manipuler votre siège. Merci. Ladies and gentlemen, you may leave your seat when the seatbelt sign has been switched off. During the cruise, we recommend you that you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible to make easier our checks in case of turbulence. Please be careful when opening the wet compartment, as items may fall out. Moreover, smoking in the toilets or tampering with smoke detectors may result in prosecution. The use of e-cigarettes and the charge of its battery are not permitted. You may not use your in-seat PC or USB socket to recharge your electronic device. To avoid the crushing risk of electronic device within your seat, we strongly recommend you that you stow it away safely. Should your electronic device slide...
We are clear down to 7,000 feet, QNH 1026, cleared for ILS 6-way, runway 11, Air France 6740.
6740, radar correct.
Thank you.
Radar 5 Alpha Tango requesting ILS X-ray runway 11 via Decker.
Proceed to DQ for the ILS X-ray runway 11.
To Decker for the ILS X-ray runway 11 and 5 Alpha Tango requesting further descent.
Confirm and continue descend 7,000 feet on QNH 1027.
7,000 feet, QNH 1027, 5 Alpha Tango. Radar 5 Alpha Tango field, it's fast, requesting the visual.
Alpha Tango radar, visual approach is approved. Continue your descent on QNH 1027 and contact Tower 120.1.
We'll continue the approach on 121027 and we'll contact Tower 120.1. Tower 1.
France 934 requesting descent.
934, descent, flight level 9 seconds.
Eastern expected 90 and France 934.
Alpha Tango is ready for descent.
Alpha Tango neutral to clear descent to Muramang. Report Muramang in sight.
One Muramang in sight for 5 Alpha Tango.
924, when established on localizer, contact 120.1. Good day.
Airlines 924, established on localizer, we contact Level Tower 120.1.
Victor Mike Tower number 1, report final 11.
Number 1, make the back final 11,
Quebec, cross runway axis, number 1, wind 200 degrees 2 knots, report final 11.
Number 1, make cross runway axis on the next call final 11, Quebec. Final 117, Quebec 4 full stop.
So Quebec clear to land, 11, wind 190 degrees 4 knots.
Land 7, Quebec.
Mauritius 03, 8 miles.
Mauritius 03, runway 14, wind 190 degrees, 15 knots, get lane.
Get lane 14, Mauritius 0. This 3 is React 34, wait leg, we request to be cleared to land now, please, because we're busy.
You want to say again your request?
We'd like to be cleared to land now, if possible, please.
Flight Alpha Quebec, join right hand base, runway 11, wind 200 degrees 6 knots, report on base. Alpha Quebec, request approved, report right downwind before crossing runway axis. Alpha Quebec, cross runway axis, number 1, report on final 11. Alpha Quebec, clear to touch and go runway 11, 190 degrees 9 knots, right turn altitude approved. Alpha Quebec, clear to land, runway 11, 180 degrees 6 knots. 5 Alpha Quebec approved. Join Ryzen downwind runway 11, wind 160 degrees 7 knots, QNH 1024, and report right downwind for crossing axis. Alpha Quebec, clear to touch and go runway 11, 160 degrees 7 knots. Alpha Quebec, number 1, wind 150 degrees 4 knots, report on the final.
Tango Tower, runway 29, clear to land. Wind 190 degrees, 2 knots.
You have control.
I have control.
Alpha Romeo Alpha Tango, good morning.
Alpha Alpha Tango, sir, morning, go ahead.
Morning ma'am, on the visual for runway 29, reason for long final.
Alpha Tango is Tower, long final, runway 29, wind calls QNH 1015, report long final.
Join report long final, runway 29, Alpha Tango. Alright, Alpha Tango, we have killed the side, requesting the visual.
Tango, official approach is approved for long final runway 29, continue down to circuit altitude, last QNH 101, Tower 120.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 2,000 feet. Decision altitude is 200 feet. Missed approach altitude is 2,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Birds are in the area, so we will see and avoid as best we can. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Number 1, 180 degrees 3 knots, report final.
Asky Airline 18, approaching our top of descent, ready for descent.
Asky Airline 18, Table 2 Delta, runway 21, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Table 2 Delta, runway 21, descend to 3,000 feet, Asky Airline 18.
I have control.
You have control.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 0 feet. Recall. Check. Auto brake. Level 2. Landing data.
VREF. To go. Minimums 200 feet.
VREF. Minimums 200 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Madame, monsieur, nous commençons notre descente. Nous vous invitons à regagner votre siège et à vous assurer que vos bagages à main sont placés dans les coffres ou sous le siège devant vous. Les portes et issues doivent rester dégagées de tout bagage. Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our descent. Please return to your seat and make sure that your carry-on baggage is in the overhead compartment or underneath the seat in front of you. All exits must remain clear of all baggage.
Contact tower 1201. Today. Down 120.1.
Good morning. Good morning. Item 5. Report the traffic level 9522.
Roger, copy. And estimated is 0710 and for master destination at 0735.
Level 90.
Downtown 036-713, resume to power point.
PNH 101 manage, clear the left 211 approach, contact tower 120 decimal 1.
Contact 7000, QNH 1019, lead for the approach, LS 011 at Balby Wave Tower 1201, code 6700.
United Nation 180 Hotel, contact tower 120 decimal 1.
Assumption, United Nation 180 Hotel, thank you, ma'am.
313 door, radio service limited, contact tower 120 decimal 1.
Radar 120 173 Approach 3416, good morning, smoking 5230, 7000 feet to flight level 170. Melody 416, good morning, you radar contact, I'm flight level 170. Coming to flight level 170, is making 150 miles out at 0433, Victor Sierra Lima 0455, Melody 416. Melody 416, that's coming.
Delta 749, Capitaines 13, but activate Delta Yankee Hotel.
Delta Yankee Hotel 13, 749.
Audit on approach, good afternoon. Climb threat level 190. Take an estimate for Samba.
Climbing 190, Samba estimated at time 1235, target 318.
Audit 318 on Roger, you are identified.
Roger, target 318.
Check 5 Alpha Tango, Eva Tower, Puna 29, contact and approach 1257.
Tana 1257, 5 Alpha Tango.
Tana approach, sorry, 318, left deviation, up to 10 nautical miles, 22 wafer.
Paradis 318, left deviation.
Thank you, sir. 318.
correct. The 318 is at 2 tower, airport 16 and approach 1257.
Houston, approach 1257, sorry, 318.
Number 3 on sequence, continue present heading for delay.
Continue, copy madam, 1150, number 12 sequence, continue proceeding, and we are in good condition, we'll be able to perform left and downwind for runway 11.
But 1150, visual approach approved, but number 3, descend initially, flight level 100, call you back shortly.
Visual approach approved, descend flight level 100.
Scott 115, continue descent, flight level 90.
Flight level 90, climb 150.
We got on visual, number 2 beyond traffic ATR76, final runway 11, port traffic inside.
Number 2, and we have the previous traffic inside, Qatar 1150.
Number 2 behind, port final behind.
Number 2, report on final behind, Qatar 1150.
Asky Airline 18, contact Dakar Oceanic Control 129.1.
Contact Dakar Oceanic Control 129.1, Asky Airline 18. Dakar Oceanic Control, Asky Airline 18, descending via Table 2 Delta, flight level 183.
Asky Airline 18, Dakar Oceanic Control, radar contact.
Salut 321, 180, vacate taxiway Charlie.
118, do vacate fire Charlie, taxiway 30, 321.
Can you just confirm touch and go right hand circuit for 14?
Unfortunately, we can't do the touch and go. We'll have to do a stop and go. We'll have to vacate and taxi crossing it.
Copy, sir. We'll go final.
Okay.
Tower 30, 321, ready vacated.
Salut 321, US Roger, continue with the marshal. Good evening.
Marshall is inside. Continue with the Marshall. Good evening, 32, 33 to 1.
India on left base, runway 11.
Alpha Mike India, number 1, report final runway 11.
Number 1, next on final, runway 11, 5 Mike India. Final 11, 5 Mike India.
Alpha Mike India, clear to land runway 11, 0 degrees, 06 knots.
Landing Mike India.
Saudi 313, clear to land, runway 11, wind 120 degrees, 13 knots.
Clear to land 11, Saudi 313.
Saudi 313, clear to land, runway 11, wind 120 degrees, 13 knots.
Clear to land 11, Saudi 313.
Alpha Mike Hotel Tower number 1, report final runway 11.
Number 1, next call, final runway 5 Mike Hotel.
Mike Hotel Tower, clear to land runway 11, wind 130 degrees, 12 knots.
Clear to land around 5 Mike Hotel.
Lima Hotel Tower number 1, report final 11.
Abidjan is called final 11, so Mountain.
Lima Hotel Tower, clear to land 11, wind 130 degrees, 16 knots.
Landing 11, 5 Mountain.
Lima Bravo, clear to land runway 11, wind 80 degrees, 5 knots.
Clear to land runway 11, Lima Bravo.
GSX 03, clear join and report right base on 14.
Call your right base
1. Alpha Quebec, clear to land runway 11, wind 60 degrees, 9 knots.
Clear to land runway 11, Alpha Quebec.
Asky Airline 18, contact Abidjan approach 121.1.
Flight level 100.
Contact Abidjan approach 121.1. Asky Airline 18.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Abidjan, Asky Airline 18, flight level 098.
Report final 1.
Number 1, report final approach runway 18.
Asky Airline 18 Abidjan approach QNH1007, expect the ILS X-ray runway 21 with a deep transition.
Ladies and gentlemen,
QNH1007, expect the ILS X-ray runway 21 with the dip transition. Asky Airline
please see the
18.
customer service agent meeting this flight or the video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll collect any off-service items, newspapers and any other items that you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices within all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position and check the security of your seat belts. We'll be landing shortly. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we'll be passing through the cabin with landing cards. It's important that you have the correct documentation with your passport by the time you reach the immigration authorities, so you are not unnecessarily delayed at passport control.
Clear direct debris, cross debris at or above 3,000 feet. Cleared ILS X-ray runway 21. Asky Airline 18.
Pockets in front of you. We'd like to remind passengers smoking is only permitted within the terminal in designated areas. Please ensure you take all personal items and hand baggage with you. Should you have any further concerns, please don't hesitate to ask a member of the crew or the ground staff upon arrival, who'll be happy to assist you. And ladies and gentlemen, as we are approaching our destination, if you have any last-minute purchases that you'd like to make before we close the duty-free bar, please notify a member of the cabin crew immediately. Thank you.
PNC, préparez-vous pour l'atterrissage.
Madame, monsieur, notre atterrissage est imminent. Veuillez attacher et ajuster votre ceinture de sécurité. Veuillez redresser le dossier de votre fauteuil, ranger votre tablette, le porte-gobelet et votre repose-pied. Débranchez tout câble de la prise PC USB de votre siège et ouvrir tous les câbles hublots. Il est interdit de fumer et la cigarette électronique n'est pas autorisée. Nous vous recommandons de lire la notice de sécurité placée devant vous et vous rappelons qu'en cas d'évacuation, vous devrez laisser tous vos bagages.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be landing shortly. Please fasten and adjust your belt. Please put your seat back for your plate. Store your table, the cup holder and your footrest. Disconnect anywhere from the headset PC or USB socket and open all the blinds. E-cigarettes are not permitted and smoking is prohibited. Recommend that you use a safety card in front of you. And remember that, in the event of evacuations, you must leave all your baggage behind.
Transition set altimeter 1008.
1008 set.
Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters
1008 set.
1008 set. Approach checklist completed.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1 set.
Flaps 5.
Speed checked. Flaps 5 set.
Asky Airline 18, established on final approach.
Asky Airline 18, affirmative.
1000 to level.
Asky Airline 18, contact Abidjan Tower 118.1, bye-bye.
Contact Tower 118.1, Asky Airline 18. Abidjan Tower, Asky Airline 18, ILS X-ray runway 21.
Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats.
Asky Airline 18, Abidjan Tower, wind 245 at 1 tree, runway 21 cleared to land.
Runway 21 cleared to land, Asky Airline 18.
Gear down. Flaps 15.
Gear down. Speed checked.
Flaps 30.
Speed checked. Final approach fix. Height checked. Missed approach altitude is set. Flaps 30 set.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30. Green light.
Landing checklist completed.
Cleared. Manual flight.
Autopilot off. Thousand feet, stable. Five hundred feet. Approaching minimums.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Minimums.
Continue. Landing.
100. 50.
Speed
What
brake
a
up.
butter smooth landing.
Reverser's normal. Auto brake disarm.
Manual braking.
60 knots.
Checked.
Madame, Monsieur, nous sommes arrivés. Votre ceinture de sécurité doit rester attachée
Asky Airline
jusqu'à
18,
l'extinction de la
exit right at
possible
Alpha.
lumineuse. Nous vous rappelons que l'utilisation des téléphones
Exit right at
portables
Alpha,
ne
Asky
t'autorise
Airline
qu'après
18.
l'arrivée à notre point de stationnement. Lors du débarquement, nous vous demandons d'ouvrir les coffres à bagages avec précaution afin d'éviter la chute d'objets.
Okay to clean up.
Merci d'avoir
Roger.
voyagé sur ce vol. Nous vous souhaitons une bonne journée et un bon voyage si vous êtes en correspondance. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed. Please keep your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Remind you that mobile phones must not be used until we arrive at our parking stand. Before leaving the aircraft, please be careful when opening the overhead compartment in case anything falls out.
The requested position
Thank you
is
for
already
traveling
assigned
with us
to
on this
another
trip. Wish you a
aircraft.
very nice day and a very pleasant onward journey if you're in transit.
Asky Airline 18. Request taxi to company gate.
Asky Airline 18, Gate 11 taxi via Bravo, Delta 4.
Gate 11 via Bravo, Delta 4, Asky Airline 18.
APU on the buses.
Mauritius 03, sorry, let go, base leg 14.
Mauritius 03, runway 14, Capitaines, 180 degrees, 13 knots.
Settle and runway 14, Mauritius 03.
Mauritius 03, Québec for the route dernier droite bus, runway 14.
C'est dernier virage.
Merci aux portes. Désarmement des toboggans. Vérifiez la porte opposée, confirmé, merci.
Lights and doors.
Check. APU on the bus.
Mauritius 03, report final, runway 14.
Cody final day. Tower 853, good afternoon on the localizer runway 11.
Japan 853, Tower, good afternoon, continue approach ILS X-ray, runway 11, wind 09 degrees 6 knots, connect 1022, report 4 nautical miles on final.
Continue approach, we'll go 4 nautical miles, Ethiopian 853.
Three minutes.
Mesdames et messieurs, dans quelques instants, vous allez pouvoir débarquer par la porte avant gauche de l'appareil. Merci, bonne journée à tous. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes you will be able to disembark by the flight door. Thank you and have a nice day.
Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps, off. Probe heat, off. Hydraulic panel, set. Flaps,
up.
Parking brake,
set.
Engine start levers.
Cutoff.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
Mesdames et messieurs, ici votre commandant de bord. Nous sommes arrivés à notre point de stationnement. Nous vous remercions d'avoir... Ladies and gentlemen, here's your captain speaking.
There are no passenger
We are
stairs.
now arrived to
You
our
will not see
parking place.
passengers visual.
We thank
Passengers
you for
deploying
flying
started.
with us. See you soon.